everybody. Today's session is an example of why you just sometimes need to go in and, regardless of how you're feeling, and see how you do. I didn't have much of a plan today. I'm still not starting my actual training cycle until Sunday, but I was too sick to even work today. I got sent home at 7 a.m. after working for about an hour and slept for about 6 hours. Ate a steak and decided I was going to come to the gym, bring my knee wraps, and see how things would go. Didn't want to go too heavy. Just getting back used to them again. So here's 500, and you see the right knee wrap, I actually wrapped it way too low. It's not even over the top of my knee, and it kind of throws me off here. But I end up hitting this set for 500 for 9, which I've never done with knee wraps or without knee wraps. And so considering that happening, even though I had a pretty bad, and I wrap myself, this is a self-wrap job, which is much less effective for me than having a handler do it for me. But I didn't have anyone in the gym on this day who I felt would be a good person to wrap for me. No offense to them, I just don't think they, I had a better chance of wrapping myself, which ended up not even being that great. So these felt alright. You can see that there were some knee things going on, but overall I'm pretty happy with. This is 2.5 times body weight. I woke up at 200 pounds this morning, so this is 2.5 times body weight for 9 reps. And this is probably the gear setup that I'll use at the meet. Just knee wraps, wrist wraps, and a belt. So I'm pretty happy. I did a couple of things, some adjustments to my hand placement on squats, and I think that is really going to be a good carryover when I really get into it. Went over, did some close grip bench pressing today. A little bit more rep work. Started out with just 315 for a triple here, and still adjusting to the new kind of leg drive with the feet tucked back and the heels up, which people have been asking me. Yes, it is legal in many federations. The one I'm doing in October is a UPA meet, and it's definitely legal to have your heels up. So I dropped down to 300, did a few sets of 5 with the close grip. And then I decided to put on the belt and put on the wrist wraps and take 300, and I think it won 3. I do it 8 or 9 times. I don't remember. But anyway, you can see the light coming from the window is directly in my eyes. I couldn't see the bar. I couldn't see where my hands were placed. I actually asked Justin, my spotter, if my hands were even on the bar, because the knurling's so filed down anyway, it's hard to feel it. But after that, I went over to do some high bar squatting. The way I'm planning on running my training cycle leading up to the meet is my Sunday, which is day 1 for me on the training cycle, is going to be the bench pressing that Justin, my bench coach, is going to have me doing with a lot of speed work and some kind of West Side principles with speed work and max effort work. And in between that, those two movements, I'll be hitting my wrapped squats. And then on Tuesday is going to be deadlift and some benching, probably mostly singles, just working technical stuff on bench to be ready to hit a heavy single. But I probably won't be maxing out on it. I'll just get used to those heavier weights for singles. Thursdays is going to be this kind of a workout. It's going to be high bar and pause squat type things, and benching, probably some volume benching with rep work to, and maybe some shoulders and things like that. And then my Friday workout, my day 6, is going to be conventional deadlifts, upper back, core work, and anything that I've missed in the week. So that's the way I'm planning on setting up this training cycle. That way I'm squatting still twice a week. I'm still deadlifting twice a week, but only one of those days is really going to be really taxing. Excuse me, I'm still a bit sick, kind of high on dayquil right now. But this was the last set, and I asked Justin if he would do me a favor and count the pause on the second rep. I was gonna make the first rep as fast as I could. The way that I do these speed pauses, you make the first rep really fast, and then the second one you pause in the hole. I haven't tried it with this much of a high bar setup, but I told Justin to count to 10 and see if I could make it. And so this is pretty brutal. And he wasn't. I asked him not to speed up the count, but about right there, I'm like, God, I wish he would count faster, because you see my face is turning the color of the plates. But then I was really surprised at how quickly it came up. I was really happy. Did all those sets without a belt. Felt great going into it. Thank you, Dr. Bridgman, my chiropractor, for fixing up my lower back and my glutes and my hips and everything day before this session. Moved on, did some shoulder work. This is my last set of the Zunus presses, or Z presses, and I included this one because at the end you kind of see what happens when your core is fatigued and your shoulders are fatigued and it doesn't quite go all the way. That was, yeah, right there. I just kind of fall over, and that's why it's important to have the safety racks there in case something gives up. I haven't done any muscle-ups in a while, and so I came over and I'm like, I wonder how athletic I still am after all this pretty strength-specific training and stuff. See how functional I guess I can be, which is kind of a funny thing to think about. When someone says functional strength, pretty much the only thing you can do for functional strength is like to pick up a rock and carry it, because everything else is you're imitating a strength motion. You know, when someone says that a power clean is a functional movement, I would call that kind of shenanigans, because nowhere in nature is that ever going to be happening. But I did 8 muscle-ups. That was my little rant for the day. Did 8 muscle-ups, come up, did some core work upstairs. My core was pretty fried from those pause squats, so I didn't get all the way out on that standing rollout, but I did these crouching ones afterwards. And if people are wondering why I do the crouch at the top, it's because I think you can really get a little bit more of a contraction than just coming up to and kind of a relax if you're still on your knees. If you crouch up like that and you bring the wheel up to underneath your shoulders, it allows your core to really have to still stabilize even when you're at what would be the rest period of the motion. And so it keeps you from getting lazy. But I did about 4 or 5 sets of these, and the other ones I didn't lead off with the standing rollout, so they were probably a little bit cleaner. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. On the way is going to be my next nutrition for power video, and I have some interesting stuff I want to talk about there. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like rating. If you didn't enjoy the video, then go ahead and watch someone else's video that you might enjoy. But thank you guys again, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.